Hi, I'm Anese Cavanaugh. I'm the author of Contagious Culture, Contagious You, The Leader You Will Be, and the IEP Survival Guide. I'm also the founder and the creator of the IEP Method. So you are here on this page. This is the IEP Impact cohort page. And you're here because you're considering, potentially considering joining us for an actual cohort. So what I will tell you is this. Above me on this page is a ton of information. It goes through what we're going to be focusing on. It goes through some of the criteria. It goes like all the stuff. So I won't repeat that here on this video. What I do want to share with you on this video is just the intentions of why I'm doing this and what I am looking for the people that are going to be joining us to do these cohorts. So first of all, my intentions for doing this is that as we move into 2021 and we move into a world that is highly remote, highly ambiguous, and is demanding a higher level of resiliency and leadership in us than ever before, and also a new kind of leadership and resiliency than ever before. I felt that it was really important to create a program that would bring business leaders together in an intimate way, in bite-sized chunks, so nothing heavy and intensive, but in bite-sized chunks that would give them enough space to learn this content, to get the support that they needed, to have community and connection with the people around them and other people that would probably are going through very similar challenges that you might be, and to do it over a shorter period of time so they can integrate the work, or a shorter period of time during the week. And then anyway, so that's my intention. My intention for this is connection, it's impact, it's really meeting people where they're at. It's to help you build your leadership resiliency and to build your self-care practices and to build connection and to introduce you to other amazing people who are devoted to doing the same thing. It is also to help you really work on your presence and your leadership skills so you can build more safety, more connection, more trust, and more credibility, and also more purpose in your organization as we move forward into this next year. Right now, with the world being so remote, what I'm finding with the people that I work with is that, a lot of you guys, we're doing our very, very best, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and especially working remotely, that's an extra element of challenge with having kids at home and sheltering in place, and building trust and connection remotely and creating agreements remotely and holding accountability remotely. And a lot of people I'm talking to right now are exhausted, just exhausted, if not totally burnt out. So we're going to be addressing these things, and we're going to be not only reactively addressing them to kind of help you reboot and move forward in a more whole and nourished way, but we're also going to be looking at how do you set yourself and your team and your organization up more proactively so that you can move forward more resiliently throughout the year. So that's what we're going to be working on. I have blended, I haven't done this in a long time. So what I've done for this is I've blended a combination of one-on-one work with me, private one-on-one work with me, which I generally only work with people privately for 6-month contracts. So one-on-one work with me, a couple of sessions during each cohort to help you really customize the work to yourself and get yourself personal attention. And I've also built in some assessments, a really lovely application process to support you in making sure that we pair you in the right cohort and we get you with the right group, and a couple other things that I do that I'm really thoughtful about doing to make sure that you guys get the experience you want. So the first session will be 6 weeks. The first session will focus on personal and leadership resiliency. We will meet for 90 minutes every week. We'll dig into the content, we'll dig into the group work, we'll dig into whatever is needed to support you that week. Then you're going to go and you're going to integrate for a whole week. You come back together again with the group, same group. Next week, integration, group integration, group integration. At some point during that time, you're going to have a one-on-one with me. And at the very beginning of the program, you're going to have a one-on-one with me to make sure that we're really clear on your intentions and what outcomes you want to get out of doing this work. So that's the first cohort. Then we take 2 weeks off. Those 2 weeks are for more integration, to kind of give yourself a little bit of a break, to do another assessment for your team and your culture, and to really, to do another one-on-one with me to get ready for this next group. And then you're going to dig in, and it's the same idea, 90 minutes, integration, 90 minutes with a group, integration, 90 minutes, integration. So that is basically it. The entire program, the way we've broken this up is there's cohort, session 1, okay, leadership and personal resiliency. Session 2, team health and cultural sustainability. Then there's the mastery program, which is both sessions together. My high recommendation to you, if you can do it, and if you've got the appetite for it and want to do it, is to do the full 2 sessions together, which is over 14 weeks with that 2-week break. Do the full session so that you really have a holistic approach and you get more time with your cohort. For the personal leadership and sustainability cohort, we're limiting that to 10 people. So 10 people in that cohort, because the nature of that work, that conversation, the presence work that we do, it's a little bit more intimate, it's a little bit more personal. And so I really keep those groups tight so I can really dig in with you more personally. The second session, the culture and team cohort, we're limiting those to 20 people. So ideally those 10 people from the first cohort will go right over. So you guys all stick together and continue to grow together. And then another 10 people can come in who maybe have been in past cohorts or have done past work with me, et cetera, et cetera. So 10 people limit or 20 people limit for team and culture, 10 people limit for leadership and resiliency. If you sign up for both of them in advance, you are secured all the way through for the whole program and with the same cohort, which I really love. So if this is interesting to you, please get registered. You can register on the page for the cohort 1, cohort 2, or both cohorts together. Go ahead and get registered. What's going to happen is when you register, you'll be sent an autoresponder that will have an application and an assessment on it to help me take a look and make sure that I'm putting you in the right cohort. We will start out with 1 cohort in February, depending on the response that we get to this, and depending on how different, if there could be 2 different kinds of business leaders that apply for this. One could be more entrepreneurial, startup, smaller businesses, executives and leaders in those companies. The other leader that I see that I work a lot with is organizational leaders in a big organization. Similar human being challenges, sometimes really different in terms of some of the leadership challenges. So I will look at your application and I will determine what will be most in service of you based upon the groups that are forming. If we have 1 group, great. If it looks like we need 2 groups, we'll do 2 different groups. You and I might have a conversation as well, just to kind of check in and make sure that I'm understanding everything right. But let's get you secured and in that cohort so we can lock in your spot and get things moving and get you into your one-on-one with me, with your assessments and your pre-work and everything, so you can get kicked off as soon as possible for February. All right. If you have any questions, please do email us, info@anesecavanaugh.com. I am really looking forward to this year. I think 2020 has been, I think it's been a good leadership program for all of us. And I'm really curious to see who you've become over 2020, who you want to become in 2021, what you've learned from this pandemic and everything that it's offered us, and what you want to create. So let's make 2020 count big time in 2021, and let's do it together. Let's do it in community. And I'm really, really looking forward to having you in that cohort if you want to be in that cohort. That's the thing, you got to want to be in it, because I promise you, if you want it, we will do really beautiful things together. If the cohort feels like it's, you don't want to do that much, you don't want to invest that much, it's fine. Check out the Leadership Learning Labs. We'll put a link on here for you. Check out the Leadership Learning Labs, which are monthly 2-hour sessions. Lots and lots of people will show up for those. And we do those every month for the year, and you can sign up for membership and get yourself into those. And then I'll continue to give you some more stuff too. So I really am devoted to getting the right people in the right groups this year and to supporting you. So take care of yourself. I will talk to you soon. Bye.